Congratulations for taking the next step in seizing control of your future and beginning a journey that will see you doubling or tripling the amount of cash that you have in your bank account right now. Before I reveal the strategies, there's something absolutely essential I need to explain to you. The way you think can get in the way of greater success, and the way you think determines the actions that you take. I can tell you what actions or strategies to take, but your thinking may prevent you from applying them. This is where experience kicks in. For you to be successful at this, I need to give you 3 important ingredients, not just one. I could just give you the strategies, but without the 2 other ingredients, it won't get you to change your thinking or keep working long term, so you probably won't get the result you desire. The first ingredient is the strategies. This is a training on what you need to do, and to be honest, strategies are a dime a dozen. Most business coaches, marketers, or trainers will give you a strategy or 2 and leave you to it, but there are 2 big ingredients missing, and without them you won't get much, if any, result. Which is why I'm also going to send you the tools you need to get long-lasting results. They are the secret power behind the strategies that give you the laser focus to monitor the difference in your business. Not giving you these tools is like me telling you how to build a house without giving you the hammer. You'd be only getting part of what you really need. So the tools are a must-have. The third ingredient you are going to need is a specific how to implement these strategies and how to use the tools in your business. This is what's nearly always missing from other business coaches, marketers, or trainers. Now let's get started on the 3 strategies. The first strategy is about finding money from nowhere. Every business has it, and you will find this money by knowing what, when, and where to measure in your business. Measuring always releases money like magic. The more you measure, the more magic you create, and the more profit you'll find. Measuring is what managing your business is all about. If you aren't measuring various aspects of your business, you aren't managing or improving that area of your business. Out of sight is out of mind. Measuring leads to obvious insights into what works and what doesn't, so decisions become easy to make. Imagine knowing what marketing is a complete waste of money and what makes you money. Imagine knowing which lead source is the most profitable and which isn't. Imagine knowing which person makes you 20% to 100% more profit just by how they talk to people on the phone. All these profit improvements and more are waiting to be found from measuring. Measuring gives you numbers you can trust, and that trust turns into confidence about your decisions. Confident decisions lead to rapid profit increases. Confidence also leads to peace of mind. It makes operating your business so much easier with less stress, less pressure, and more clarity. This confidence helps you sleep better at night and takes the worry out of owning your own business. There's one major area I've seen instant increases in, just by showing business owners how to measure. This area is the conversion rate from incoming inquiries into paying customers, expressed as a percentage. When you measure it every week, I've found it commonly increases by 10% instantly because you're focused on it and want to improve it. That 10% increase is an instant 10% in your profits and 10% more cash in your bank. Another key area to measure is the number of inquiries or leads and where they are coming from. A tile shop client was shocked to find $850 worth of weekly advertising was a complete waste of money in the first 2 weeks of measuring and instantly cancelled it. After cancelling the advertising, no loss of sales occurred, so it instantly increased his business's net profit by $42,000 for the year as a direct saving. So many of my clients have instantly benefited by giving them the tools to measure. I've lost count, but it's hundreds and hundreds. What profit opportunities are waiting for you to find them in your business? You may have heard of the need or the benefit of measuring before, but hearing and acting on it are 2 completely different things. Often businesses don't because they can't get the tools to measure, but that's about to be taken care of. The tools I will give you are for easily measuring your leads, conversion rates, and total sales every week. The tool I will give you for measuring is extraordinary. It reveals so much so quickly. You'll be fascinated and excited by what it will show you, and you'll enjoy newfound confidence in how you manage your business forever. Without having a way of measuring every week, you're not going to see the incredible profit increasing opportunities available to you. So make sure you grab the tools and the implementation training for free. Click the button to get instant access and make it happen. This tool and training will lock in the profit as a habit because you'll be focused on numbers every week. The second strategy is training your customers. This strategy is for increasing the cash in your bank. Profit is nice, but cash in the bank is king. Profit doesn't pay your expenses, cash does. So making a big profit, but not having the money in your bank won't pay your wages at the end of the week. Increasing both the profit and cash is best. Having a lot more cash in your bank solves a lot of challenges. Imagine being able to pay your invoices every time without looking at how much there is in the bank. You don't have to let people down with payments, bringing more happiness into your life. Surplus cash in the bank is actually life-changing. A few clients, months after first meeting them, have called me to say, "Tim, what do I do with all this money in my bank?" I laugh when they say that and reply with, "Isn't that a wonderful problem to have?" Would you like to have that problem too? When my clients reach this level of profitability, I show them an ingenious strategy of wealth creation that allows them to leverage their cash outside of their business to provide for their long-term future should they decide not to work in their business any longer. Unfortunately, very few business owners reach this worry-free level. Most are struggling for cash because they don't apply this simple formula about cash in their bank. 4 times your weekly turnover. That's the minimum cash you should have in your bank account at any time. Ideally, you need an average of 8 times your weekly turnover. The challenge is getting to this level. I've seen hundreds of business owners' bank account balances, and it's rare to see one near that level, no matter what their turnover, when I start working with them. But this level is very achievable when you apply the 3 ingredients I'm giving you. Now let's look at one of the best strategies to increase the cash in your bank, which is stop giving credit to people who don't have a good credit. Unfortunately, the majority of businesses don't have much cash in their bank account because it's in their client's bank account, even though it's owed to the business. Now, before I reveal the strategy to solve this, it's important to understand the cause of this problem. The cause of it is not asking for the money. First of all, do you have terms of trade that state your payment terms? If not, define them and give them to all customers at the time of them asking about prices prior to a sale. Make sure you specify when you want to be paid by. If it's 30 days, then word it as payment required to be made within 30 days. Don't just write our terms of 30 days, as this is interpreted as consider paying us sometime around or after 30 days. With your terms in place, call every person or business before your payment term is up. So if it's 30 days, call them on day 25. If you don't ask, you don't get. Ask people to pay you on time, then they generally will. It's as simple as that. If you have multi-purchasing clients, call them before your invoices are due 2 or 3 times, and you'll find they'll start to pay on time in the future. That's because you have now trained them to. An accounting firm client reduced what they were owed from $280,000 down to $80,000 in 65 days, simply by regularly asking people if they could fix up their unpaid invoices. Then it never got that high again, all because they asked for the money and kept asking to train their clients. This is a strategy, but again, you need the tool to monitor your activities and to lock it in as a habit. The tool I'll give you is an activity tracker and cash flow monitor, so you can follow the improvement to see for yourself how powerful this strategy is. I haven't gone into specific how to make calls, what to say, and how to use the tool. That's all in the next implementation training video you can access instantly. I'll give you the tools for free and instantly give you access to the how, which will be a comprehensive implementation video. The specific how is what makes this strategy work. To receive it for free, all I ask is you pay for postage and handling. The reason I want to mail it to you is I don't want the tools to be freely available to anyone by download. Are you seeing these strategies will work for your business and that the tools are needed as well to lock in the habit? Now let's look at the third strategy to double your cash in the bank in 90 days. The third strategy to double your cash in the bank is one most business owners respond to with, "I can't do that." So you'll need to hang in there while I explain it more to you. I once spent 95 minutes persuading a wholesaler of cooking supplies to implement this simple strategy. They were super resistant to it initially, but my experience won through and they did it. Let me paint the picture of the scenario. This business had 185 clients who all purchased the range of about 120 products from them every week. They almost never looked for new customers and rarely picked up new ones more than once a year. They had no marketing strategies to get new ones either. They felt most of their customers knew their prices too. And all this added up to a lot of resistance to the strategy I like to name, "I can't do it." The strategy is raising your prices by 10%. Now, remember I warned you that you might tune out when I revealed it? Hang in there with me now. The reason I chose the cooking supply company over hundreds that I could have that have considered this strategy is for a good reason. They felt there was too much to lose by raising their prices. Their fear was based on false evidence appearing real, as it is so often on this subject. Their fear was that they would lose a lot of clients. Now, it's important to look at the upside of any opportunity, not just the downside. Broke or struggling people always stay that way when they just look for reasons not to do something. It's the easiest reason to find too. With the cooking supply company, the reason it took me 95 minutes to persuade them to do it was it took me that long to analyze and go through the figures of for and against doing it. After doing so, they were so keen to do it, and I was amazed at the rapid change from fear to confidence. This business was turning over $2 million per year at the time. The 10% price rise meant that 10% more spending by each customer, which increases the turnover and cash in their bank by $200,000. That $200,000 is 100% profit. There's no cost to it. Before this, their net profit was 10% of turnover, or $200,000. That meant, in theory, they would double their profit and cash as a result of the 10% price rise if they didn't lose any customers or sales. Their initial fears were they would lose a lot of customers. We looked at the profit increase from the price rise, as well as the profit if they dropped 20% of their turnover, and 20% would be a very big drop here. I reminded them profit is what pays overheads, not turnover, so a turnover drop is okay if profit doesn't. The analysis of the numbers for their turnover and profit after a given price rise was the key to them deciding to go ahead. They were prepared to lose customers because the numbers gave them the confidence to make the decision. Guess how many customers they lost? Absolutely zero, not even one. A few made some comments, that's all. That 95 minutes of my time spent analysing the numbers made them $200,000 more in net profit and cash in the bank in 1 year. They were extremely happy, and so was I, in seeing their fear turn into confidence. When was the last time you raised your prices? How do you know that you have raised them high enough? Fear is usually behind the answer I receive from the hundreds of business owners I asked this of. There is a way to know what price rise you need to have a healthy profit margin for your business. It would take a while to explain it, so I won't do it in this video, but it's all in the next one, which is the implementation video. The implementation video goes with the tool. The tool in this case is called the Profit Margin Calculator. It's super simple to use and only takes 1 minute to enter a few numbers. What it reveals are astounding numbers when it comes to price rises, turnover increases, and potential sales drops. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is amazed by what it reveals. In fact, the majority of my clients instantly want to introduce a price rise. Not always by 10%, mind you, as it doesn't always need to be. And there are various ways to introduce them. It's all on the implementation video for the profit margin calculator. That and even more strategies. I promised you this information would double the cash in your bank in the next 90 days, starting today, and I don't make empty promises ever. My strategies work if you're willing to apply them. Remember, the strategies are only a small part of how to double your cash in the bank in 90 days. You need the tools to lock in the habits that come from the implementation training video. The implementation training will also give you 9 more super effective strategies, so you are well on your way to doubling your cash in the bank in 30 to 90 days from today. I believe in under-promising and over-delivering, and believe it's the only way to do business and build a reputation of quality and integrity. Hundreds of business owners have been benefiting from these cash flow and profit increasing strategies, so I'm confident you will too. If you want to change some things in your business, you need to change some things in your business. If you're watching this video up to this point, you've seen some relevance of these strategies to your business. Don't let your time be in vain. Get the tools and specific how-to now to implement this training today. When you click the button, you'll go to the page to fill in your name and address to send the tools. The tools will come to your address by mail on a CD. That's so that people can't access it by download that gets shared around. I will commit to you if you commit to your success. I will mail you the CD today and you'll get it free. All that I ask is you pay for postage and handling, and that's all. There's no simpler way to increase your profits. There's no risk, you've got nothing to lose, but remember the upside I talked about? It's huge. What could you do with double the cash in your bank? What could you do with $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 more cash in your bank? Wouldn't that be a nicer problem to have than wondering or worrying about cash flow shortages again? Struggle is a habit, and so is success. These tools will lock in the habits of success. Every client who has implemented them can't stop using them and state, I can't manage my business without them. What's more, the tools are simple to use. If you can type a number on your keyboard, you can use them. They're that simple. But don't confuse simple with ineffective. These tools are extremely refined because hundreds and hundreds of business owners have given feedback on them. They work brilliantly, first time, every time. So get started now. Click on the button, get access now, fill in your details so I can mail you the CD today. You'll then get instant access to the implementation training so you can start increasing your profit and cash in the bank today. Remember, there's no risk, nothing to lose, but so much money for you to gain. I look forward to sharing more strategies with you soon, and if you like what you see, there's plenty more for free coming your way. I can't wait to see what difference these tools, training, and strategies make to your bank account balance. Let's get you started. Click the button now. If you're wondering what's the catch, why am I giving it away for free, don't be concerned, there is no catch. But if you really want to know my reasons why, I'll tell you. There are 3 reasons. Reason 1, it's my way of giving back, saying thanks to all the business owners I've trained for over 17 years. Reason 2, to demonstrate the power of some of my strategies, tools, and implementation shown by actual results. Even though many will be happy with the cash improvement they get from the free training, smart business owners will understand that if I can give all this for free, there must be a lot more great content still to come. And there is, to take your profits to an unheard of industry-leading level. Reason 3, if I can give you a cash injection into your business, you can access the advanced training with free money. It's simply smart business for me to empower people with more profit and cash in their bank to afford more advanced training. I'd love to see you too achieving the levels of success most business owners only dream about. You'd be surprised how easy it is when you apply the 3 ingredients of what strategies to use, tools to apply them, and the specific how-to secrets to make implementing them like taking a walk in the park. It all begins with a simple gift from me to you. So let's get started. Don't delay any longer, so you can double the cash in your business bank account in the next 90 days.